Okay, video cut off on me again because I totally forgot to delete the videos off my phone in order for me to record some longer. So it's probably going to be a little continuation. Okay, so we're going to leave this guy alone for right now until we get him mounted on there, and then we'll see what else we can do for him. But let's get his screw and everything ready because we need to figure out once he's on there, you know, because we don't want one particular screw just to hold all his weight because we're going opposite of gravity. So he's coming up, well, most of the time. So we're gonna go ahead and swing him a little bit, get him into position. Am I probing or I feel like he's being stopped? Okay, there we go. All right, so let's see here. This guy right here, he's gonna take a drive here. Okay, so this guy right here, this is where it's coming from. It's coming from a downforce. So you see here, this tube is small as well. So more than likely, it's still gonna take the same small guy here. Now he doesn't have anything he's gonna clip on. He's gonna depend on these screws to act fast. So we gotta actually start putting the clips on him as well. So we're gonna get these little clips here on him. And then we're gonna take two of these little long, not too bad long. Let's see here. I think these are the same screws that we use for the other ones too. So we'll bring these two guys out here ready to go for him. And then we're gonna go and put his clips on there. And let's see what kind of clips we can use. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna need about a total of 3 or even 4, or a total of 8 of these guys, so it's gonna be quite a bit. So let's go and start placing his little, what do you call that? Okay, does this need a washer? No, it doesn't. It could use a washer, but it doesn't really need one. Just want to make sure it doesn't go through this guy. So let's go and put this screw in here and see how much it flushes, because it's going to hit the plastic. Yeah, it flushes, and I'm sure there's a little bit room for maybe if we wanted to washer. But these guys were the silver ones though. So we want the same screw as we put these guys. So let's find out if there's any more long silver ones. If there is, then we'll use the long silver ones, because I think the long silver ones are a little bit more bigger. They're not too big where it gets stuck. It gets caught in there, but they're not too small either. So let's see if there's some long ones. We're gonna need about 2 of them. So let's see. These look pretty good. There we go. This is the long one I'm talking about here. We want something like this guy here. Not this guy. He's great for putting all the little footprints, but we want one more of this guy here. See if we can find him. Just one more, that's all we need. All these are the short ones, unfortunately. Need one more of these long ones. These guys are just too big. The head won't go in, unfortunately. These guys are the same as the other ones, so yeah, I don't want to put short ones. I rather recommend going with these guys here. This is the only closest one next to him, but he's just a different color. See that? You can see that, the green one. So instead of mix matching, I guess we'll have to stick with all green. We can't put well, not really, because they're plastic. We don't really want to put a washer. Let's see here. A washer would help hold a little bit. I mean, yeah, just a little reinforcement washer. That shouldn't hurt. So let's go ahead and grab this guy again. Yeah, so we'll just take 2 green ones instead of losing the silver one, unfortunately, because we can't find another one. Okay, let's go and find a washer that will fit in here quite nicely, just to prevent it, because it's going to take a lot of downforce. And well, yeah, it's going to take a lot of downforce, and we don't ever, since this is the only little bit of plastic that's going to be held from this little head here, we just don't want the head to like pop out. Once it pops out, I mean, it can easily pop out through this little head here. So if it does pop out, you know, it's not going to just cause this thing to sag for no reason. So let's go and prepare it with a washer, because that's why these guys have washers. Maybe that's why. Let's see. See our washer box here. I want to get a washer that's small enough for the plastic screw to go in, but not too big enough where it's going to rip more of the plastic diameter here. We don't need to have it rip from the sides. And I'm not sure we have that kind of washer yet. Even a black one will do better. Blend in with the color, sort of, you could say. There we go. I think I might see one that might work. Or two. We just need 2 of them. See, these ones, they didn't need a washer because they have a pretty wide flange area. This one might work. We'll need another one of these guys. There we go. Bring him out to the surface. Put these guys back. Okay, let's see how this one slips on. We'll have to do it as an example. We can even use the round side facing us. I mean, we can use the flat side facing us. Okay, let's put him in here and see how you. See that he's already bulking down, unfortunately. He might work. Let's see. See, he still has an incline lift because that means he's not really going in. I don't want him to dig from the side. So if that's the case, then we might not be able to put any washers. But his head is small compared to the other ones. That's why I wanted to actually get a washer down there. I mean, I can make the washer, but it's going to cut into some of the plastic. That's what we don't want. And these size plastic are not better off with it. So our chances are better just to keep him without a washer. So let me go and pop this guy back out. Take his little supposed washer back out. And fortunately, we don't have one that's a little bit thinner on the side. It's great the diameter, but it's not thin on the side enough. And let's see if there's any even smaller ones to look at. So let's put these guys here. I'm not sure. These guys might be too damn small. They probably won't even drive in. You know, it looks can be deceiving. Doesn't hurt to just try it first. So let me go ahead and take it and probe it in there and see if it actually. Holy shit! It drove in, but I think it's the same big diameter, just slightly, a little bit more. Just slightly, a little bit more. But it did drove in though. It's unfortunate these guys don't drive in. See if I can find a penny washer. Call them penny washer because I guess they start out being the same size as a penny and they work their way. Yeah, washers are important. Oh, there we go. The idea, see this one right here? This one might work perfect. Hopefully it's not too much of a bigger diameter. There we go. See, it gives it a little bit more support. But again, objectively, we want to make sure. Let me try to find another one of these guys. I think this is the same one. I think. Might be mistaken. Might be this guy here. Second to him. Or there might be the same one, really. Okay, let's check it out. See if we can get 2 of these guys. We'll put the flat facing us, or maybe the flat facing downward. That way it gets more grip on the surface. Okay, so there you go, see? Gives a little bit more support, the shiny side facing us, and the flat side facing against the plastic. So let's try these guys out. Hopefully they fit in well. We'll keep them there. So let's go ahead. Put that in there. Unfortunately, this black one's too small, but it was a nice color though. Oh, I put the black one here. Try to keep them all the same vicinity of colors. So let me move them back around. Black. Segregate. Not to be racist or anything. I just need to have my color code. Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Alright, let's see how these things will glide in there. There's still adequate space. There's still adequate space. Yeah, this doesn't, see, there we go. It doesn't put pressure elsewhere. Yeah, there we go. This one glides nicely. There's still a little bit slack back and forth. So these two will work just perfect. So We'll let this guy go for the other side, have him ready to go. We'll protrude them out once we need them out. There we go. We'll just put them over here for right now to hold in place. There we go. So we got that guy in there. We get this guy coming. And again, there's no Loctite needed because these are plastic. Now let's go and put these little shield on here. I'm thinking these are kind of bent out shape here and there. And you can see some of them are smaller. It's probably what messed us up was we put the big one back in there. So these are fairly new. Here's another new one here. I think we just poured it out from the bag. So there's 4 here. These are kind of old. You can see here how we widened the hole already. You might not want to use that if you're planning on drilling a smaller one. So as you can see here how bigger the holes are compared to the smaller new ones here. The bottom one is the open one. And you can see the new ones. They're a little smaller hole, aren't they? You can tell a little bit. Not much, but you can tell just slightly. So we'll get all new ones here just to make sure we have a good tight fit. So we're gonna need a total of pipe, I believe 1, 2, 3, and maybe this one needs one too, so 4. So we need a total of 8 of them. So we can clamp these guys on there now. So just gonna put these guys on. Again, we're gonna be driving from the top like this. And since we are doing that, I don't mind actually finding more of these guys in here, but I think these are a little bit bigger, so we might get away with some other ones too. So let's find out what kind of, or actually no, they're gonna be taking these guys here. They're gonna be taking these fatties, so we don't have to worry about finding those guys. It's this one that the fatty head won't fit in. So let's go ahead and put this here. There we go. Got that guy in there. Okay, we got him in there. Okay, this one seems like, I think we might have misscrewed this guy here because he went all the way over here on this side, or someone did, because I don't remember putting him on before. So it looked like maybe someone's accidentally screwed into the side of him versus where it should have been here. So yeah, you want to have the big hole facing us. We have to do that to the other side as well. So let's go ahead and put those bolts here. This one would got the same treatment here, but he doesn't have one, so there's no need for putting him on there. Well, maybe we can. He might stick, he might not. We're supposed to fill him with the rubber, right? This might be the actual brace that we're looking for to hold that. Maybe. Let's see how he would come. Oh yeah, he would be driven from here. So if he's driven from here, there's really nothing, so it's gonna be plastic on plastic. So either we can get him from now, and then we can fill him with plastic and see if we can harden it. Kind of get an idea where he would probably be. So let's just premeditate and put him in there. Let's see how much he goes. We'll line them just a little bit here. He definitely doesn't go this far, because then this guy's already covered up. So we lift him up just a little bit. So where we think he'll probably sit if he was a full. There we go. More than likely he'll probably be like right there. Okay, so we'll leave him right here. Okay, let's go and get the other side. Let's pull this carefully back. This thing's scratched easily. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this in here. We got 1, 2, 3, and then that 4th one over there. Awesome. go. Alright, give it 1 second here. Get that straightened out. Try to square them away. They're tight because these are new, which is good and bad. There we go. Nice. Want to make sure they get fit well like that. Yeah, you don't want it to bend out of shape. Make sure the big hole is facing us. So we're putting all his, I guess what you call them, metal brackets. It's good to use the new ones like these. They're prone to be loose on you. There we go. Help protects the plastic. I'll make sure it's not scraping on anything. Almost there. And we'll get ready our Phillips ready too, because we're going to need to maybe do some driving. We might have to maybe hold it, level it up to hold it. So we got to get evenly supported. 2 more here, we should be good. These guys are like interlocked together. Let's see if I can pull them out. There we go. Need one to go over here. There we go. That's a big one, but yeah, it'll fit right in there. Make sure the big hole is facing us, which is good. And yeah, this one right here, definitely would need this one because these are little plastic holes. There's no thread in them. I mean, once they get them in there, if you can see here, it's just a little thin piece of plastic. I could put my finger on the other side. I don't see any metal. I don't see any lug nut or anything going to hold it. So this would be the only thing that would be holding it tightened together. So this side will have it. Unfortunately, that one's broken, but we're going to try to fill it up and perhaps do that special plastic molding on it. We might be able to do it now since it's already out like that, so we'll see. Okay, we got the clamp on there now. Let's see here. Just get an idea of how this guy sits here. That way I can rearrange that guy a little bit more better for it, and hopefully we can get that plastic to screw in. Or we can fill it in afterwards. I'm not sure which one's going to be easier for us. If we do it now, I guess we have a chance to kind of twist and bond it. So let's see if we can do it now. Let's see if I can twist it over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Get out of the way of the little rascal here. Okay, so let's go ahead and use that bond here and see if we can actually repair this plastic. I guess we could just shape it the way we think it's going to be. So if this thing is hooked onto it just like the other side, then we're missing this much of plastic, half of it already. I'm going to try to do this kind of get an idea a little bit better. So I guess I could fill this whole thing up with the plastic one, and let's see how it actually will hold. Out, go. Okay, so I'm going to do is inject it with a little plastic filler, and we're going to see from there where it goes. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and inject it. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm coming from the side. It's totally new to me too. Let's see here. It's going to take a lot of plastic to really fill that much guy up. Look at this. I'm trying to even go all the way up to the bar. There we go. If you notice there, I'm just using the metal as a frame to actually put this little plastic filler in here. Okay, try to get, oh look, well, I thought I got a nice bubble glaze, but it wasn't really from the, this is, It's running, that's the problem. Let's see if I can, let's see here. It's gotta glue itself somehow. I'm almost thinking of like once I get in here, then maybe go from behind. Because I can still go from behind, right? So maybe we should continue on. But let's, you know what? Let's harden and see how it goes from here. Because you guys are probably anxious to see as I am. I don't even know how long do we have till it, do we hold it until it stops. Okay, here we go. Put the plastic underneath so you guys can see the difference. Okay, I got some in here. I got it on one side. How about that? There we go. Give someone a chase. Look at that. There you go. I got this nice front whole thing glazed, so let's hit it real quick. Let's see if it do its magic. Holy shit. I'm not seeing it yet, but let's see. Let me, you know what? Let me turn it on and keep it on. There we go. My finger is getting lazy. How long do you hold this for? And is it safe? Well, right now I gotta put the cap on the other end because it's not safe for me to hold it near the cap. Unbelievable, just a little UV light, huh? There you go. I think I got a good spot for it now. It's direct UV light. I'm not even sure it's really doing it. But let me put the cap back on because I don't want the thing is starting to. Okay. Like a UV sterilizer for your toothbrush, UV sterilizer for your aquarium. Now I got a UV thing to harden liquid to make it plastic. That's just science fiction right now. Let's see. All right. Okay, you guys want to test it out and see? Let's go and probe it a little bit and see if it actually hardens. I'll let you know because I'll feel through it. Ready? Here we go. We're going to try probe it and see if it actually hardens. Seeing is believing, right? I do feel like there is something more solid in between now. That is incredible. That is pretty incredible. Oh boy, let's see if it doesn't. Holy shit. All right, luckily it didn't go through here. Okay, if that's the case, let's do this side now. So we got a little bit harder surface on one side. That's a little trippy. All right, let me see if I can build up. So how I'm doing it is this. I'm trying to build it up. Okay, let's see if I can get a resolution there. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is build this up right here. So you can see here I got a little bit. Oh, let me turn this off so I don't waste the battery. I had it on the whole time. I had it on like this, so turn it off, flick it up. Okay, so here it goes. I'm building a little gunk here. I'm going to continue building it. You guys are seeing this? Here, let me get a little more closer shot. Let me go get this out of the way. Oh boy. It doesn't smell like super glue, but it does have some kind of a rubber smell to it. Okay, so I'm gonna build this all of here. Oh no. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was piling up on the other side. It's not. There we go. All right, so I think it's not built up yet. You guys see it? It's not built up yet. It's still got that the top part right here. So I'm going to squeeze, let it drip the top, make its way to the bottom. There we go. I think I got enough there. All right, so let's see how this thing hardens before our very eyes, right? You guys see that? Gonna flick this guy on here, bring him closer. See all that? I'll be really impressed with how long does it take for it to really get hardened. Just leave it on just a little bit more. I can see why you can repair glasses with this, because it makes rubber. They don't advertise it as adhesive, so it's not for gluing things together. It's to replace things, but it has to stick through its original, right? But damn, that'd be impressive. There you go. Just want to make sure. The only way it's gonna get hardened is gets this UV light to it. All right. So let's see if it's. I think it's right now. Let's see if I can probe it a little bit. Let me turn off the light. Okay, the light's off, and let's see. Yeah, it's solid. It's like glass. Holy shit, it does work. It's. See if I can attest to you. I can't. See that? If I was poking this and it goes through, you would see it go through by now. It's not going through. It's a piece of rubber now. It's amazing. It worked. Oh, let's make sure it doesn't cover a hole. That's the main thing too. Or else it's fine if it covers. We can pre-drill it. But I squeeze so much that I don't want it to cover. So there it goes. It still has a lot of hole here. Still a lot of hole for the screw to dig in. So excellent. Good, right on. And actually glued this on there, which is fine with me. So yeah, that worked pretty damn good. That fixed our trouble right there. Again, it's only, you know, to replace like, you know, missing parts like this, like chip areas out where you don't have the other piece. So you would use this guy here, Bondic brand. You can pick them up at, I think at Amazon. You can pick them up there. So not bad at all. I'm pretty pleased. So now we got a good structure here. Everything's all in line. So let's get started in interlocking, or somewhat trying to interlock all this stuff together. So I'm going to try to lift this up, and we're going to go ahead and try to put it on here now. So let's bring it in closer. We want to work fast. You can see all the bolts area. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one right here. This guy right here. So none of them have their screws ready, so let me get their. So we're gonna use the fatties on these guys. These guys are gonna get the fatties. This right here. See how fat they are compared to our regular, normal, shorter one. So these guys are much fatter. See that? So we don't need a washer underneath them. We can just drive them in straight. So, yep. So let's get started and putting the bottom part together. Got plenty of these guys out here now, so we should have enough here. Let me just make sure I'll bring them out here. So we got 1. We're gonna need a total of 4 of them, I believe. Each side's gonna take 4 of them, so I need a total of 8. There we go. So there it goes. That's our 8 right there. Like working it like this, that way you can't lose your screw. This bonding thing did pretty awesome for us. Well, let's see how it holds up to the test once we start clamping this in. I'm not squeezing any liquid out or anything, so everything's dry. So that's awesome. It's pretty dry. See the hair on the other side. There. Like a little clear glass of plastic there. All right. Okay, let's get started. teeter-tot it because I have this kickstand. And I can go up now, I guess. So we're going to dig up, flex, bring it in, bring the nose, move it with this. I gotta get this guy over. Oh, I forgot to put his little, what's this little thing here? Gotta put this guy back over here. Okay, you can see here, I gotta fiddle with the front. Make sure I get this in here. So we gotta do a little lifting here to join these guys here. I see in a second there, and I got lifted all the way clear. Now what we could do is maybe put enough, like maybe a towel or something to go underneath there and help elevate it up, or create a a little temporary foam. See if I can find a foam or something. A little styrofoam would be nice right now. Let's see how far it needs to be help support. Get an idea. See if I can actually get this to interlock. See here from one side, right here. Looks like I could probably interlock it. Yeah, I could probably interlock it a little bit. There we go. There we go, look at that. Okay, so I can hold this in place maybe and get this process of the screwing part done. Okay, so let me see what I can do here. I'm holding it, but I don't want it to fully support. And unfortunately, my screwdriver is all the way over there, and my arm's already holding this. So I'm going to take this screwdriver to move this screwdriver. I did it. There we go. Now it's time to mount. As you can see, I'm holding it right now. It's wanting to swing a little bit. That's just the way it is. Let's see if I can bring this higher for you guys to see. Come on over with me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get started screwing this guy here. Because you can see here, all this stuff is coming loose still. So I'm going to use both hands on deck. I can get this one side in here like this. I'm going to put my feet in here. There we go. Just put my one feet in there, kind of hold it up for me. That work. Then I can prepare. So I got one feet jammed in there. And no, it's not heavy. Alright. Gotta be careful though, because it's freaking light. You can break it not knowing your strength. Alright, so there we go. That way I can have a feet hoping hold. So let me tighten one guy here. This one drives straight down. Don't try to go and bend it over to the side. It drives straight down, or should, if it's in the right slot. So it's not in the right slot, you might want to back it out. Make sure you can see the hole first before you actually put this in there. I should have done that. Oh boy. Let me get a pair of pliers and pull it straight up. Okay, come on. There we go. This is great that it goes in like this way, but okay, now I gotta take a good deep look at this. See if it's really into the thread or not. So let me look at this guy positioned so you guys can see it with me. Because I never really looked down on it yet to see if I'm even near this whole area. Okay, I do see him now. Doesn't look like I have to tilt the washer just a little bit over here. Okay, so I'm hoping he will grip. Again, these green ones are not longer than the white ones, so I'm gonna try to tilt him in. Tilt him sort of, he's going in like this way. Okay, so I got, make sure he grips first. See here, I'm holding him hostage in here like this way. I want to make sure, I think he's gripping. If he wasn't gripping, this thing will probably spin off. So it's not spinning off, which is a good sign. Alright. And this is not the right screwdriver I really want, but he was the one that's right next to me. Gotta get back to regular one. This thinner one gives more grip. It doesn't slip off. You can see it goes in deeper, that's why. There we go. Alright, there we go. Let's try to get this side situated. And these guys, they don't need anything but, just want to make sure that you see the metal screws in all of them. So let's go ahead and put these guys in there as well. You guys can see it with me here. See there? Want to make sure you see the metal screws. So we're going to put one more in here. The more we can put, the more stabilized it'll be. And I'm thinking maybe putting on the other end really, but I'm alright here already, so I might as well. There we go. You'll feel it gripping the metal or what? See, if it doesn't grip the metal, then you'll know you're offset. But if it's gripping the metal, you'll feel tight. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I think it's gripping the metal. The other is pushing the metal. One way or the other, we'll find out right now. We're gonna back it out because I see a little bit of the side right here bulging, and I think I might be cross-threading it, trying to get the camera angle right directly in front of it. I'm blocking my screw driving capability. That's okay. They're metal screws, so they're flexible for you. I mean, there's metal cushions underneath there. Okay, so let me try aim for that guy again. I see his eyelid. Then maybe I can straighten them up once I actually get them in there. Okay, let me try to straighten them up. There we go. I have to move the camera a little bit, guys. Sorry. It's better to do it this way than regretfully. Oh, there we go. Now this actually, there's a lip there, or the skirt that actually has to feed in. Alright, so here we go. Now I'm not sure, I'm aiming for tightness yet, but I'm aiming for a straight crossways, and this guy needs to be crossways too. There we go. He's good enough. This guy's good enough. There's no blue Loctite needed again because it's not going to anything but that. So let me go ahead and concentrate in getting this other end here in, or much as I can, because this is the only thing that's holding it. But I'll put my leg underneath it just to make sure I help support it a little bit more. Even though this could be enough really, but just for safekeeping, I'm putting my leg underneath here. Okay, as you can see here, it's gonna clamp. There's like a lip or something, I believe. It helps. So I'm gonna line this lip here. I think the lip comes from outside. There we go, like that. There we go. Alright, so let's go and put this fat guy in there as well. You notice here I'm skipping the middle one. You want to focus as much as you can, dispersing the weight. Nope. See how this guy jumps right out of the picture? See where he's at and why he's jumping. Okay, because he's not driven in, that's why. Now he's in. Gives you a good chance to visually inspect it when it's gapped like that. And once he's in, he'll dig in. He'll bring him up. He'll start bringing him up. There we go. Okay, let's use the other one. Other screw. I'll put the other one in there now. Keep them all loose so these guys can get started digging. There we go, we got 3. Trying to help it. This one's skin. This one won't even work with the current one. So we'll make sure they're not. Okay, not going in yet. Does look like the lip is out. There you go. See, it's got careful squeezing these. These are plastic, and the harder plastic will just crack on you. There we go. See that? It's solidly in there now. So that's why you don't want to tighten all the way. Oh, see, this guy here, he's wanting room to do his thing. So you might have to flex a little bit. See, they're flexing these guys now. Just get a feel of where they're supposed to land. This guy here, that we fixed his plastic now, he's gonna be in the same boat. In a second here. Let's go and get these all squeezed in. Very nice. Okay, so they're not driven all the way in yet because this guy is still not. All right, so let me hold this guy here. You can see I'm holding him here while I drive him in. See, as I'm driving him in, he wants to flex down. So let me get into a better position to support his bottom as well. So what I'm gonna do is, you can probably see him from the bottom here. See, there's still a little grease opening gap here that we don't want. Gotta tilt it this way, coming at you. Just want to make sure, see there? He's got a lot more screw to go in. So the screw is just pushing the plastic down. It'll drive it up, but we're gonna help it. I'm gonna put my hand in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna hold it up like this while I drive it in. And you're gonna be able to see it. If I can get this camera in there quite nicely in there, you might be able to see it. So I'm gonna try to support it. Here, I can come through here. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to hold them in here while I drive. So let me see if I can twist the camera sort of in my arm. That way I can stabilize them here while I can take this awkward shot with you. Okay. See if I can come from here. Maybe this is probably better. That way you guys can. Let's see here how I angle this down or up. Right now the screws aren't doing that bad of a job holding its weight. But yeah, you can see that's the one screw there that I'm aiming for. But the more I tilt them this way, the more it gets blocked by the crankcase. So I might not be able to take this shot. There we go. So you're gonna see me, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna support it. Gonna push it up like this while I'm driving that guy in there because he is coming at a bent. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold him. There we go. See, if I lift him up like this, he's perfect. I'm gonna support him while I drive righty-tighty. Okay. How's he doing in there? Let's try going in. And get the other guy. The one with the more rubber grip. there go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go back into him again. Flex his little side body a little bit toward me. Oh yeah, see, he's very much resistant, but I really haven't even driven him that far yet. But he is in the metal, which is a great thing, and so is all his other plastic counterparts. They are in their metal. I think that's why they might have been moved a little bit. It's weird why there's a protruding. I almost feel like there's a, not sure why, but there's like a little plastic that looks like it might give us some trouble. You see there? It's like a little piece of plastic between, him and the thing, and I'm not sure if that's a metal clip, parts of it, or what, but I think he's driven down, or he's not all the way down. That just puzzles me. See, I'm gonna line him straight, so as I'm twisting him. You can see there. He's being twisted. I could probably try to get this guy in there now. Maybe yeah, let's go and try to get him in there as well. Where's our little 5th screw here? Now again, this is newly plastic. Remember that we just molded. So let's see if it actually allows us to take shape with this guy. So I'm gonna try to get him to cooperate. Oh, my tripod here is not cooperating. Trying to get him. There we go. Snap. Okay, so I'm gonna do is drive this thing in there, but I'm gonna make sure I can see where the. See, I'm not seeing the metal as much as I want to anyway. I can see it, but I have to turn this way a little bit. So I have to drive like this way because I can see. Come with me, you can see what I'm talking about. See there? You don't see the metal yet, right? The metal clip, but you poke him through here. You'll see the metal clip, but he's more toward the right still. You can see there? Sorry, it's black on black. Sorry, you can see there? He's toward, well, to you at this angle, he looks straight forward, but he's not. He's more toward like right here, this side of the half circle. So I need to tilt this guy, the Phillips screw, sort of this way, aiming at him, and then drive him forward like that. So that's what I'm going to do with this guy first. So that might help support this guy's side as well. Now before we straighten it up, maybe instead of trying to concentrate on this one guy right now, leave him alone, you know, before we break his integrity. And let's try to aim at the other side after this. Okay, so if I lift up, I'll get a little bit more seeing that, because it's perfect, because it's forcing me to straighten this area. Okay. Just do it by hand a little bit, threading him, kind of feel where he's going. Almost can do it all the way, but now I think I got him straight. Let's see this plastic. Oh no. I think it just broke off. Let's see. Oh no, it didn't break off. Well, it did actually, from the other side. You guys see that? It didn't break off from one side. You can see the plastic still shaped as mold, but it broke off from the other side. So let's check it out. See how weird it is. I don't want to say bad, but let's see how weird it is. Taking it off. It's gripping the metal for us, but it's not what we wanted. We want it with the plastic clipped on. I think because we didn't get the plastic on the top, that's probably the reason why it didn't really do us a full solid support. So I'm going to take off this guy and see. Well, you know what? Things are still being held up here. I don't know why, even though he's not really supporting anything. Oh, look at this. I can get a piece of this plastic that we just... There we go.